right. Welcome back to one of my little podcast videos. Thank you for listening and for tuning in. I hate to start this video kind of gloomy. As you guys are aware that there was a death recently. He was kind of a part of a Smash Brothers community. He was also part of a video game community. He was known for many in many communities, not just Smash Brothers and video games. He was known also for streaming and Twitch and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I was like a big fan or anything, and I'm not even gonna mention his name on the title or the title of this video or show a picture of him in the thumbnail, because I don't want to be that type of person just trying to get some clicks. It sucks, he was a young guy. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't like a big fan or anything. I did tune in from time to time because I really did enjoy his Smash Brothers reactions whenever a new DLC character came out. I really enjoy those. But I hope Etika is in a better place, and I hope he can find some peace. And I'm sure that his family is going through a lot right now, and it's sad and all around, for his family, for his fans. It's sad. I wish I could have, at least talked to him. Not that he would listen to me or anything like that, but at least I would have loved to at least try. Man, it's just sad. I hope you guys who are listening out there, hopefully you guys are not going through something like this. And if you are, please reach out to somebody. Heck, even reach out to me. Just don't end it. This, you only get to live once. So don't waste it. Let's go ahead and move on to a different topic before I start like tearing up and stuff. This podcast is gonna be more of a impromptu. I'm not really sure what to talk about, honestly. I just make it up as I go along. I think that'll be kind of like a fun way to to make a thumbnail. Just add on whatever topics I cover. I'll just go ahead and put it in my thumbnail. This weekend or last weekend, I saw Toy Story 4. I really enjoyed that movie. It was pretty funny. Honestly, I felt like it was very unnecessary, but I'm always gonna welcome more Toy Story movies, even though they said this is the last one. But for a long time, they said Toy Story 3 was the last one. Honestly, I don't think they're gonna stop making Toy Story movies. I'm sure we're gonna see another Toy Story movie like within the next 10 years. I bet. That's kind of like, I think that's kind of like how the gap is between each movie, kind of. Not really, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's one later on. I really like the character of Forky. And by the way, no, I won't give any spoilers. I'll go ahead and mention that before I dived into this topic. Forky was pretty fun. I really enjoyed him. I like how he was just trying to throw himself to the trash. that was pretty funny. Another movie that I would like to see this weekend is Child's Play. Or is it? Yeah, I think they're calling it Child's Play. That Chucky movie. I really want to see that. It has Aubrey Plaza. The reason that it's not the reason I want to see it, but I really love her. Like in Parks and Rec, she's pretty funny. I'm seeing it because of Chucky, first of all, but Aubrey Plaza being in there, that's a plus. All right, so moving on. As I mentioned in my previous podcast, I'm working on my chapters for Nintendo Zombies. That should be coming out not too soon, but not too far in the future. I'm done with the script. All I need to do is ink and draw it. That's pretty much it. Draw it and ink it, and then import it to Photoshop. That's all I need to do. Maybe in my next podcast, I'll do a little. I'll read the script a little bit. That way, you guys can get a grasp of what's going on in the story. But yeah, guys, something I forgot about it. Just like one of the reasons I kind of stopped doing that comic book is because it's very time consuming, but I kind of have a little bit of time, so I can start working on it more. I'm actually working on the next chapter. That way, there won't be a huge gap of time between each chapter. So yes, stay tuned for that. I won't say who is appearing, because there's a character that's gonna appear to help Waluigi, Toadsworth, Peach, and Bowser, because they're kind of like towards their end of their limit. So somebody else is gonna come in and help out. Well, technically, three people are gonna come out to help. Two people that I won't mention, and the third person is the Watcher. And when those chapters are ready to come out, I'll make a compilation of those of the previous chapters. That way you guys can see it all in one video. So yeah, look forward to that video. Oh, and before I forget to mention this, I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. If you saw my previous video of my Banjo Kazooie custom, I mentioned that I was gonna tell you a little story that happened to me when I was a kid involving my original banjo toy. So when I was a kid, my parents believed in rewarding us when we got good grades or if we passed grade. They didn't really buy us toys willy-nilly, you know, like not like we went to the stores, like Walmart or Kmart, whatever. And if I saw a toy that I really, really wanted, my parents wouldn't get it for me because we didn't even have money to buy groceries. they're definitely not gonna want to buy toys for me. But anyways, I believe I got this banjo toy at Toys R Us, and the reason that I got it is because I believe I got either good grades or I passed grade. I don't remember, honestly. So we went to Toys R Us, and they had a toy line of Diddy Kong Racing toys. And for some reason, I played the banjo games, the Banjo Kazooie games, and the minute I saw it, I was like, man, I really want that. And for some reason, I was like, man, this is like the coolest toy that I saw at Toys R Us. It came with a little cart, you know, like you can put Banjo in there. I thought it was so cool. I always figured that Kazooie was in his backpack, so I was like, I wish he came with a Kazooie, but I was happy that my parents got me this toy. I was really happy. I will take this banjo toy everywhere. You know, I'll take him to the park, to my cousin's house, everywhere. At rare occasions when we went to restaurants, I will take him with me, and I'll put him around my plate. That way he can eat with me. Or sometimes I just put him on top of my plate of food, and he's eating with me. You know, I really love this toy. It was kind of like a Toy Story type thing. Like, you know how Andy took his toys to everywhere he went. I took this banjo everywhere I went. I was really happy with this toy. It was one of my favorite toys growing up. Okay, so, and then I took him to school just because I wanted to take him to school. And I had him in my pocket. I didn't take him out in class or anything because, you know, you're not supposed to play with toys in class and stuff. He was just chilling in my pocket. Banjo was chilling in my pocket. And this mother... I really want to cuss him out because he snitched to the teacher that I had a toy in my pocket, you know. Oh, and by the way, before I continue my story, I do cuss, but I think there's a time and place for those type of things, for cussing. So in case you were wondering, if I cuss, I do. I just, you know, again, I think there's a time and place for them. I'm not the type of person to just, you know, spit out curse words and stuff. But anyways, this little SOB, he snitched to the teacher that I had banjo in my pocket. So the teacher came over and she told me to give me the toy in your pocket. I was like, no, like this, why? She said that you're not supposed to have toys in school. So I hand over Banjo, and it broke my heart, you know, because that's my toy. And she said that I'm not going to give this back until the end of the year. In the end of the year. I couldn't believe it. And then maybe like a week later, she said that she's going to give my toy away because as a reward for somebody behaving well in class. I don't know what to think back then as a kid. You know, I wish I didn't take Banjo to school, because if not, I probably would have still have it. Maybe, I don't know. Dang, I wish I can find out who's the guy who snitched on me. I don't even remember how he looked like. But I wish I knew who snitched on me. That way I can go to his house and freaking egg his house or kick his butt, whatever. Nah, just kidding. I wouldn't kick his butt for snitching on me all those years ago. It would be kind of like I'm not sure if you guys seen the movie Ma. Like I'll hold a grudge. I doubt some of you guys you haven't even seen it because it's a rated R movie. But you can read the synopsis on Google or something. It's pretty much about this person that holds a grudge since she was in school, and then once she gets older, she goes super crazy, starts killing people. But yeah, I'm not killing anybody for a banjo figure. But yeah, that was my little story that I wanted to share with you when I made my banjo custom. But I didn't want to tell you that story because I feel like it will make the video too long. I think the video was already long enough. I think the video was like 10 minutes, I think, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I didn't want to bored any new audiences that tune into that video because a lot of you guys that watch my videos, I'm sure you'll be fine of me telling the story. But any new audience that just happens to tune in, they just want to hear or they just want to see the banjo figure. They want me to describe what I did to it. They don't want to hear any, dumb stories of when I was a kid and stuff like that. But I'm sure you guys will appreciate this story. I've been reading a lot of articles lately on Facebook and on the internet about Toys R Us coming back. And honestly, and so some of you guys have asked me if I would go back to work at Toys R Us. Honestly, I wouldn't. I think they did us, the employees, very, very, very dirty. I feel like this whole thing could have been avoided. I'm sure there has to be a way this thing could have been avoided. Hundreds and thousands of people, or I'm not even sure that's an accurate number. I'm just throwing a number out there. A lot of people lost their jobs, and I'm sure. Luckily, I thank God that I was able to find a job very quickly. But I'm sure a lot of people struggle for a long time or for a while. And some people work for the company for 10, 15, 20 years, and they got nothing. They got no severance pay, or I think some of them did, but not everybody. Just terrible. It's just a terrible thing they did to us. Honestly, I wouldn't go back. The only reason I'll go back is if they give me like a manager position. But even then, I probably wouldn't even take it. I don't even remember how much managers make when I was working at Toys R Us. I'm pretty sure that I make more than not that I'm bragging or anything. I'm just that I think I got paid, right now at my current job. I think I get paid more than them. But I'm not sure. I'm just guessing here. But I'm happy at my job right now. Yeah, it's not an ideal job that I like. I work at a shipping company. It's okay. It's a nice job. We work as a team, and it's just a great company to work for. They encourage you to move up. They want you to move up. And I actually I went to an interview today. I interviewed for a manager position, and I hope it goes well. They said I did pretty good, so I'll cross my fingers. Hopefully, I get that position. But yeah, I wouldn't go back to Toys R Us. I love the people though. All my coworkers, I love them so much, and I hate that what happened to the company. We all kind of like, I kind of keep in touch with some of them, but I lost contact with a lot of them. It's just I just hope they're all doing well. It sucks. It sucks that they put us through this situation. So if you're a former Toys R Us employee, I hope you're doing well. Let's see what else. Oh, Mario Maker 2 comes out this week. Depending on when I upload this video should be up maybe by Thursday, hopefully. And Friday, that's when Mario Maker 2 comes out, if I'm not mistaken. So if you guys want to hear my thoughts on that video game, stay tuned to the next podcast. That's I'll give you my quick thoughts of the game. It looks pretty fun. I really can't wait to play it. It looks like it's more fun than the first one. And when I bought the first one, I honestly just bought it for my brother. That way he can play it. I did play it myself. I did enjoy making levels and playing other levels, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. In this Mario Maker 2, it looks fun, and and again, I'm mostly picking it up for my brother, but I'm really looking forward to it for I can play with it. All right, so I'm pretty much towards the end of this video. Uh, Two things that I'll mention before I wrap it up is Wake Angel. He messaged me saying that he wants to make a custom for me, and he finished his custom. He messaged me a while back saying that he'll make a custom for me, and that he sent me a message today on Wednesday saying that he made a custom for me and he's gonna send it to me, and I'm really excited to get it. And once I get this custom, I'll make a video that way I can share the custom with you guys. But yeah, I just wanna thank him for that. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot. He's trying to help me reach my 100 Mario goal. Which I'm sure most of you guys are aware, but I'll just go ahead and say it again. If in case you were not aware, my goal is to make 100 Mario customs. Uh, so by getting this custom, I'm gonna consider it my. I believe this is what my 68. If I receive this custom, I'm gonna um, count it as my 68 Mario. So I'm halfway there of the 100 Mario mark. And as I mentioned in a video saying that once I hit 100 Mario customs, I'm going to apply for the world record book. I doubted that I'm gonna get in because I'm sure they want like a crazy amount of, for example, maybe they want like for me to make 1,000 Mario customs. I don't know, but it doesn't hurt to try, you know. And the next project that I'm working on a Dr. Bowser custom. I'll post a picture on the screen that way you know what's my progress so far. And while I'm making this custom, it really reminded me of the Mario Odyssey Bowser or the Tuxedo Bowser, whatever you want to call it. They have the same shoes. You know, I really didn't notice it until I started sculpting them. Um, I'll post a picture that we can see the difference. They kind of have like they do have the same shoes going on. They have like the same vest, kinda, not really. They kind of have their hair onto the side, but of course they're still a little bit different. Uh, both of the both of these Bowsers are gonna be dressed in white, so they're very similar. So yeah, I'm really excited. There's so much to do with this custom. I like for example one of the big things I have to make is the lab coat. And once I make the lab coat, it's gonna get easy, you know. I think that's gonna be one of the hardest part when making this custom because I have to make it out of paper foam and I have to measure it and make sure everything goes right. Because if I don't measure it right, I'm gonna have to reuse more paper foam, and I don't have a lot of paper foam. I mean, it's not cheap. It's not expensive. I can just go to Hobby Lobby and pick one up for like 97 cents. But uh, when I do my customs, I try to conserve as much material as I can. I don't like wasting material because with that material I can use for other customs. So I try not to waste material. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. This is the end of the video. I hate to touch up on this topic again because it's a really sad topic. But if it's about Etika, if you guys are going through tough times, reach out to somebody. There's phone lines where you can call somebody, like the suicide hotline, and that's if you don't have anybody to talk to. Just reach out to somebody. Like I already mentioned, reach out to me if you have any problems. just it's important not to give up. Don't lose the fight. Sometimes when I was watching that Erika video, I can kind of understand where he's coming from. At the end, it's just don't give up. It's just honestly, it's a very tough topic to talk about. Because not everybody's the same. What keeps me at float, it's my family. I want to be there for them. I want to see, I want to see my siblings be, become adults, fully adults, and I want to see them grow up and get married and have kids and stuff like that. I think that's what keeps me sane sometimes. It's just, my family. I know it's not everybody's the same, so just reach out to somebody, please. Don't give up. So I hope you are resting in peace, Erika. Thank you everybody who tune in, and I appreciate you listening in. Yeah, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.